that's enough. That's raised the alarm bell. They swing back in, Device gone down. It's Monyet to try and do the impossible. 13 seconds, and the dream not gonna come true this time. SEN tying up the score, 6 apiece.
Switching sides.
Almost a little strange to say, but beautiful recovery there from Sentinels to get the last 2 on the board. 6 in a row for PRX. We'll talk about the early timeouts, but this is another example where really able to adjust perfectly. Actually, that step up in tempo, in I guess aggression, really catching Sentinels off guard. Find some beautiful reads across the map.
This is the level of game I think we both wanted to see. The best from both sides being shown here. High quality action on just the first half. I think Sideshow has something for us.
It may not have looked like it, but that was a pretty successful defense half by the numbers from Sentinels. And I want to walk you back to the bonus round to try to show you how it all got started. So as you can see, bonus, low weaponry happening here. And we take a look at what the game plan is. Nobody's heard anything around rubble, so they tap this out. There's only 2 options here. When you don't hear anything rubble, it means it's a trap play, or it means that they're playing passive. They tap the door, it's certainly not a trap, otherwise that would have been baited. And I want to pause here, just as we get to the second door opening, and highlight the Killjoy utility. This KJ utility, not in a common spot. It's not to stop them getting into tree, it's to segment off something from the rest of the squad. So as we play this out, you'll see what the game plan is. John Cutie comes over for the fast rotate, and they know that this jet composition likes to prime dash and get into the site to break crossfires here. Zelsis is not trying to fight it. They pop Nano Swarm, there's a snake bite. Look at the timing. I want to show you that again. Look at the timing of this double swing to punish something, and the other duelist coming in at the same time. It could not have been more perfect to shut down something and Monyet to open things up. Good ante, got them started with a 4-0 lead, and with a slight recovery towards the end of that, this is now Sentinels in a good spot at a 6-6 half on an attack-sided map. So they've managed to do the work, they've put in, and despite all of the best efforts of PRX, they've found themselves in a decent spot. So we'll see how the attack side goes. I'll send things back over to Pansy and iPod.
Yeah, thank you so much for that little reminder of how good some of these rounds have been. You know, very much early in the series, it feels like this entire match so far feels you could segment it in different ways and take totally different things away from it. So many ebbs and flows to this series already, and we've only had 1 half and a best of 5. We're in for a treat here. Let's get back into the action. Is it enough? 6-6. Can PRX hold on to this scoreline? Or is this enough for Sentinels to close in now further on map 1?
You even see a little bit of aggression here from something. Yeah, alongside Mind Freak. Sniffed out pretty quickly though by Sassy. And that'll be the whole of Sentinels on red alert now. As I say that, Spike already drifting back over towards rubble, and all these 3 members of Sentinels ahead of this. Beautiful time for Sentinels to really find contact on Mound and allow a little bit of time here. Forsaken got to tread carefully here.
Yeah, he's on a platter, and I love that. Little information, that fact finder, just tapping the orb over there, drawing out that little trap play. And the instant response,
quick, though,
they have responded very quickly. There's 3 on CT, make it 4. They are going to go back in on this, so they want a brawl. They might just get one. Sent on the other side, going to eat the paranoia, though. They're in trouble. Here's that battle. 1-for-1 trade so far. Flash going to set it in motion. They swing around the site. Something goes down, but Mind Freak succeeds. They're down to just 1 now. Mind Freak, that's 3. Needs another. They're both low. 21 HP. Oh, he's got him! Mind Freak finds second and gets PRX there first on the second half here, claiming the pistol, but that was just brutal between the 2.
No hesitation whatsoever from PRX. Like I said, it was the perfect time for Sentinels to catch some level of contact over towards Mount.
Beautiful work from Mind Freak.
But the fact that everyone's on the same page, Lauren, the call is made, and they're even here ahead of Sentinels finding the plant.
How wild is that? Because I thought SEN had the perfect response, right? You had that little bit of a bait over by the ult, but the second that door swings, that paranoia SEN, all of that's flooded in. Brilliant. Run it A, and they get what you thought was going to be the safety plant. It wasn't the case. Somehow, PRX beat them there. I mean, I guess they're called W Gaming for a reason. Quick as hell. Adjusted on the fly very nicely, but a buy back in.
Yeah, setups again. I'm curious whether or not this continues through the buy rounds. Forsaken up on a platter here, the solo anchor towards C.
He's had a lot of stress in this game already. Gonna note that. Slips ahead of it. This is a really nice reposition potentially. Goes unsure. He's been spotted now. They found him, prying him out of position.
But he's alive so long. Look at the rotation come through.
They're almost here. The cavalry's on the way. But Zelsis, could he be the gatekeeper to this? He can keep them back. He absolutely could for the first, but not the follow-up. PRX answer back in kind, leaving just two with Sen. John QT and Zekken.
Bucky.
Rough.
No satchels left for Zekken, so he has to hope somebody walks up to him.
Didn't catch on the flash, so maybe that position doesn't get fully considered.
Could be heartbreaking for something, though.
He's getting so close here. The smoke goes in, plays Zekken a little closer.
Mindfreak's watching.
Does he go for this? It's all on him. It's too much to handle. Something was ready. Mindfreak was watching. It was perfect.
Another instance of Sentinels looking for a force here and a pacey hit. Stars align for him. They find the site that Forsaken's on, but he stays alive so long there.
Here.
Sentinels have to do a ton of work to dig him out of that position. I mean, the benefit being as well, there's only one person on that side, so they don't even really get a big upgrade from that. I think it was a Spectre that Forsaken brings into this.
Yeah.
A rifle could have been a very different situation. Bucky again here for Zekken. SMG and a Sheriff and light shields for Sentinels. Interesting. We are seeing a different setup this time though. Forsaken over towards B and just the utility to hold down the fort, but same stack once again for PRX.
And you can see that Bucky flying on in. Zekken gonna just delete Forsaken, huge impact.
7 HP.
He's still standing though, and that's all that matters.
There.
That's gonna allow the plant a Bucky and a couple satchels, and they basically get to clear Forsaken. The pressure he was under last time, as said, his survival was the impressive part. Now, do they have what it takes to withstand this retake, though? You've got a Bulldog, yes, with 10s. You've got that Bucky on a barely alive Zekken, a Stinger on Sussy, and a couple of classics. On the other side, a couple rifles in play. Zekken might be played in again here. Might have another chance, something though. Knows better. Thinks ahead, 1-for-1 trade out. Players still favorable towards Sen, still having numbers here. Monyet going to take away 10s. Something looking to springboard back in. They've got to deal with CT here. They've got to try and clear him. There's so many players there though. And Sentinels digging their heels in. The fuse taken away. Oh, John QT! Against the odds. Beautiful work from Sentinels. A Bucky and a bit of a dream. And it's enough to get themselves back in the game.
Those light shields enough to sustain here. A round 3 flip.
I mean, I don't know, honestly.
Would it be better if he goes in on top?
I mean, it feels like here as well, there's a real chance the Sentinels get locked back out of this site in the post plant. With so many bodies stacked up and only Zekken with the Bucky up close.
Nice! Let's go, boys!
Luckily, the utility running things down and John QT finding 2 crucial kills to close things out here. Already early progress going to give something to Bladestorm here.
And it's something. So you know he's not going to be sitting back. He wants in. Going to press the corner just...
Ton of space cleared and crucial information here.
But do they go back through? They're going to re-clear this. And they've taken the space away again, but still they have to deal with something.
The alarm bot over towards Rubble was an indicator that Sentinel's going to leave that space open for PRX, but they are poised outside it.
PRX are here, and they are here in numbers. They've left something with the weight of the world on towards C, and they've stacked with the lesser weapons, the scraps that they could gather. And look at this trap that's been set. Devi could do some damage here. He's only able to get one, and Sen just power on forward. Perfect clear. They take on the challenge, they clear him out, and the site is going to be theirs. Plants on the way, but so something. How much can one man do? 4 targets. Time soon to be against him as well.
Spike planted.
With 2 smokes to work with.
Does he get that first step?
No.
Absolutely not. Sassy, gonna hold that, make sure no naughtiness comes into play, and the scoreline as close as ever.
But no one is immune to fear.
Operator back in hand now for something. Bladestorm out of the way. Showstopper available as well for PRX. But a couple of ultimates coming online for Sentinels as well. They've got a grasp now after swinging round 3. Decent buffer in terms of the finances as well with that round flip. Lockdown being a key part of this as well.
Look at this stack again, though.
Yeah, I mean, PRX are just running this time and time again. Clearing the space towards rubble, retrieving this orb.
I'm having to live my best fish life. No, I'm
Backing
going to have
out
to make you a new fish now.
This time, something
there's
going a
one
little
here.
deeper, actually. Well, much deeper, in fact.
But the problem still persists. Forsaken still going to have to try and do the best he can, maybe just try and keep control towards CT. You know, you're not going to be able to take on 5 of SEN flooding your site, but you've got to try and pick somewhere to hold on to. It looks like CT's the case. An attempt on the plant, but Forsaken wants in. Oh, that's stunning. And away they go, Forsaken! Clears sight himself! That's obscenity! What is going on? PRX looking lethal. And the plant not in place. The lockdown going to come in. And now there's problems. Where the hell is that coming from? TenZ is going to have to do some miracle
He can
work
TP
here.
out.
Show me what you got, TenZ.
Something's already going. He's already onto this.
The chosen one himself, TenZ in a 1v3. Plant is there, but look at the timing, look at the pace. Something was quick to this. Oh, the timing not good enough for TenZ. He couldn't do it then. Forsaken, magnificent in holding that, playing back through on the tap of that spike.
I mean, both Mindfreak and Monyet getting 2 ridiculous kills
Yeah,
here.
Monyet's one
Monyet
was
off the
nuts.
first ping of the neural theft. And this as well, Sassy just left out in the open here. See as well, I'm not even sure, actually, that is wild.
Oh.
I'm not even sure when the Viper's pick comes through there, and one of our Sentinels are thinking Sassy's going to be in a little pocket of that. Really unfortunate timing, if so.
Do we have this round? Operator still, of course, going to be brought back into play by something. I've got to say, though, Mindfreak's the one having an absolute belting performance here as well. On the other side, Zekken, superstar levels of impact so far. Everyone else having a solid game, got to say it. But again, that stack, do they try and disrupt this? Do they put more towards this, or do they accept that this side of the map is under PRX control?
Playing much deeper this time around.
They're doing 4-1 splits, Mike. This is crazy to me. It's working.
Real faith in the C-site retake, and I mean the Decimals highlighting this really. You don't want to be there to entertain Zekken on the entry for C-site because he's lethal.
Yeah, he is.
I mean this time around, there's not even a trip on C. It's just the cam. There's a cam and a cage. That's it. You can see PRX don't want to even really entertain a brawl outside C.
Nope. Full retake.
Whether or not Sentinels really are going to start digging a little deeper. We saw it on that round 3 force-up.
Here.
SEN could be thinking this feels almost too easy. Where the
Here.
hell is this coming from? Seeker's going to be coming in now. This could be the chance to start turning the screws a little. Paranoia posted, but this plays in Mindfreak. If anyone pushes too far, not the case. On still ticking, and no casualties yet to be made. Monyet, the first to really step towards the site. Isolates a fight, and something delivers as well. The clear back through looks concise. Zalstis on the back lines, though, now feeling the pressure.
Plant's not good for this.
Wait, can they not see this? Monyet finally gets taken off this one, but it is just on Monyet in a 1v2. A chance, but it slips between his fingertips. Sentinels hold on.
I really don't
The
know.
one guy, John QT sends a snake. I just caught it
bomb, yeah.
before the camera switch there. A
He
snake
killed
bite
two
comes
guys
onto the
already,
spike.
right? Yeah, he got mollied, he got
Just the
mollied,
same
yeah.
time,
Could he have
Sentinels
stuck the molly? I
find
think he was low,
crucial
he couldn't
kills.
have.
I think he halved it.
That felt
Yeah, he
awkward
halved
because
it.
everybody on site. That felt awkward because everybody on site.
They got 2
just
kills
folds
more.
here. PRX again demonstrating confidence in this retake on C. And really the pinnacle of this being coming out of B, catching a timing on the door. Yeah, Sassy, a sigh of relief almost there.
Yeah. And it is a timeout for PRX. Enough of a statement made back from SEN that they feel like they've got to get a bit of grip back into this game, Mike.
I mean, 15 rounds between timeouts for PRX. So Alex must have felt pretty good about what's going on. He was saying, obviously, usually it's only hitting the panic button when it feels or sounds like the boys are running out of ideas or, I don't know, getting a little frustrated. I guess generally happy with how this gone, and rightfully so, PRX have up a damn good performance so far in the opening rounds here in the second half.
But is this the breaking point, right? Is this where SEN start taking over the game? Starting to feel it out a little bit more, starting to read it well. And again, those unorthodox holds that PRX were depending on. I'm wondering if they go back to that or if this is one of the adjustments, that 4-1 almost.
But the other side of that is I'm curious how much Sentinels have actually figured out on the other side of this. I mean, Forsaken's just kind of playing off the spy cam, looking for a wallbang with the Odin. Like I said, allowing Zekken to take all of this space for free. We haven't seen Sentinels, other than that round 3, dig a little deeper, pushing into spawn, taking that space even further.
I'll find you.
Regardless, though, scope in hand for something. 2 Sheriffs, a Guardian, an SMG to round things out here for PRX.
And it is that 4-1 again. Not so fast this round, as we do still see that kind of forced up purchase to an extent. Well, a half buy really. The B site completely absent of any resistance. So SEN going to take the space given to them, get themselves a plant. And I love this late lurk. John QT is becoming such a fun player to watch. Now, whether or not he gets away with much here is yet to be seen, but let's find out. Steps away, he does. Again, always a backline threat. Always that last line of defense as well. Exceptional at it. And this time, tricky. Those lighter weapons to really find much bite here for PRX. Yeah, dealt with Zekken. Not going to let them close. Beautiful, clean, flawless round for Sentinels. And we've got to see what the adjustment is now for PRX.
Really well handled. I think maybe that is indicative of figuring out exactly what the setup is on the other side of PRX, because walking into B site on an anti-eco feels a little uneasy, Lauren.
Dicey.
Sentinels feeling that maybe PRX are leaning on these stacks. I don't know if that's full confirmation. We have seen Forsaken holding down B previously, sitting behind this trip. But we do see a bit of a switch up here. Maybe this is on the back of some utility being placed, but Forsaken and something over towards C here. Sentinels won't be there to greet it initially.
And how do PRX read that as well? Because John QT just got noted. Is that going to be, okay, it's just John QT, or oh, there's more to it? Now, I'm waiting to see this contact on the B side from the utility, but...
Seeing this makes me feel like Sen have actually read that B is the gap.
Looks like you're right. They've not particularly sprung that quickly. They've taken a moment or two, so you will have Monyet very close by. The paranoia is really good. That couldn't have been closer. And look at the gap close from Zekken. Played into motion.
I mean, Monyet was out as well here.
He didn't need to go back in until he'd maybe come out of that blind. And again, Zekken just played in again. This guy is just, as said, it's not just his mechanical capability, it's the team playing him in time and time again. Full faith in what he can do, and rightly so. It looks like PRX are hitting a brick wall here, Mike.
2 rounds now where B has been their downfall. Pretty late on in the half. Need to see a switch up here. Forsaken and Divide just looking to try and hold on to these weapons. Sassy might just yet figure out where Forsaken is. Needs to dip away now, but might even get caught by Zelsis. All right, Forsaken good for it.
Okay.
Very good for it.
All right, well.
Oh. Well.
Well.
He was pretty good for it.
Yeah.
And then everyone dies.
What's the money going to be like? I'm kind of interested if they can get a full purchase for PRX. Obviously,
I mean,
SEN are great.
Yeah, 3 people are going to be able to get a rifle here for PRX, but another round where Sentinels identify, or seemingly have identified the gap here, the weakness. Unfortunately, this is the round where, the previous round, sorry, is where we saw something in Forsaken looking to really try and absorb one of these C-site hits and put a little bit of resistance on the way in.
Maybe trying to play him in a touch earlier here. And SEN this time deciding to go towards that A site. First time we haven't seen that stack in play. En's going to start investing the smokes. One towards topside CT. Clearing towards tree, it's Pacey. SEN, PRX are here, Monyet is screwed! How is he alive that long? But second again! His name just constantly up in lights, and Ten's wanted on the action. Demolishing PRX so far. Mind Freak though, still with an opportunity. 2v2, making a 2v1. Ten's just going around the world, leaving it all in Forsaken and Zelsis' hands.
Spikes down in tree though, so Forsaken resets it. Zelsis has to try and dig him out of this spot, Lauren.
How does he play at this time? It's a good amount of time to play with here. 45 seconds. Zelsis takes a look close. any of these corners could contain a threat. Forsaken getting interested now. Spike back in hand in 30 seconds. Just really toying with the timing here. And considering that cam check, that's maybe implying he lost track, but now springs the trap. Forsaken just plays it out so well. Zelsis maybe thinking he had a window there. He absolutely didn't.
A must-win for PRX, but doesn't really solve the financial issues. Going to be struggling here in the purchase, potentially the utility behind it, but a beautiful Red Bull clutch here for Forsaken. Patient, composed, forcing the hand of Zelsis. Chance here for PRX to tie things up. Showstopper on the other side for Zekken. One yet does have his as well, but only a Guardian in hand for him. There's two Bulldogs to round this out. Talk about being a little concerning in terms of the economy here. That is the knock-on effect.
That's a lot of pressure, potentially on Monyet here, if they do continue along this pathing.
Look at the adaptations as well from PRX on the minimap. Completely different setups here.
And that early flash kind of indicated they might want to follow this sort of route. So again, Sentinel's trying to keep PRX boxed in here, yeah.
The dog didn't see him.
Oh,
he still wins that!
How does he win those? And now they respond. They know it's going to be towards A. You can see them trying to and get towards the site. And oh, one on the other side. Who comes out on top? It's Zekken! Of course it is. But the pivot, look at where Sen are going. Something is here. TP back again.
Fake.
Oh, it's just breaking ankles. Ten's going to get the plant, though. He's behind the wire. He's almost in enemy territory. He's banking on Zekken to keep him safe, and he does. Does he decide to reveal where that plant is yet? Smoke gonna go up, they're so close by.
This is mind games from Sen. The TP
look,
coming through.
they're pushing.
They're pushing the smoke.
There's two players. Ten stands tall, gets two. Oh, Sentinels playing out of their minds here.
The kings of misdirection, Lauren.
Absolutely.
You can see the pressure building for PRX. Question marks over Tenz's whereabouts. No plant coming through. And Sentinels just freeze and cut sound.
30 seconds left.
You can't even really fault PRX. They're still here for when the spike is tapped.
Yes.
You can see the confusion on the face of Device, almost like, what the hell's just happened?
Now they got to pretty much face the music on map one with very little to bring in. One rifle on Forsaken, the ult on something, but everything else is odds and ends. It's from the scrap drawer in the kitchen. This is rough, but they're trying to get aggressive, and maybe this is what PRX needed. Oh, just deathmatch, just a bloodbath, and they're still doubling down. Starcy holds them away. But Defy, the triple aggress. What is this team?
You can heal something as well.
And he's back, sitting pretty, but the clutch king himself, John QT, ain't got it in him. PRX with the most PRX round you've ever seen.
I was talking about the other round being a must-win.
Look at that.
PRX just throw everything at the back line of Sen.
And when you think it's over, they go again. When you think, oh, that's got to be it, they'll fall back, they'll play safe. No, they absolutely don't.
Beautifully done. The 11th hour of map one here.
Timeout.
Sentinels pump the brakes.
You can never count them out, can you, PRX? No matter the odds, no matter the buy, no matter the round, no matter anything, there is always a chance. But Sen still sit at 12, Mike. They've pumped the brakes here, timeout.
They do, and they've got the benefit now of obviously that previous comfort, I guess, across the last 4 or 5 rounds where they're actually still in a position to purchase it. A couple of key ultimates available as well. The lockdown, the hands of Zelsis, Sassy. So with the Nightfall, so you could argue a slight advantage here. PRX aren't necessarily swimming in credits either.
No.
I mean, Monyet's going to be struggling. A Bulldog here in the hands of Forsaken.
Give you goosebumps this sort of round.
It's map one, man.
It's map one,
map
best
one.
of 5. This is just ridiculous. OT or map one win. That's it. That's it. We got ults. We got a decent-ish purchase. Functional. 2 more seconds. I want OT.
Where are you?
I want to go the distance, but you know what? This game, I'm happy whichever way it goes. But for now, SEN take their time. An early test towards A, but no commitment, and a look back towards C, but there's players up here.
TenZ looking to get a little weird here, potentially.
The back of the smoke. There we go.
Face
Paranoid. The ult this early as well. I think it only caught one of them. Mind Freak falls away. No, he caught both. Tell a lie. And no way did Monyo win that fight. Sassy clearing house though. C-site on a platter.
Flank's coming in though
Oh
early.
my God,
Sassy's
something.
reading it. He's made
But
noise.
it's something out of anyone. Why is it this man who could absolutely turn rounds around? Gonna take down Zelsis. Sassy wanted to avenge, wasn't given the chance. It's a 3v3, and they're here now. They're ready for this. Forsaken in CT, joined by Device. Still a Flash, the dog, and all of the good stuff. Something closing the gap. Oh, and Forsaken just walks in, knocks down the door. The plant's in though. John QT and Sassy. He's seen both of them. Something. He's closing the gap. They're closing in, but the swing back. Sassy, John QT. They won the fight. Oh, it's something goes above and beyond for PRX this round. He's up. He's out of his chair, and we are going OT.
What a way to kick this best of 5 off, Lauren. Like I said, PRX in the 11th hour. A couple of beautifully constructed rounds.
Never down, never out. There is something about this side, PRX, because SEN looked teed up. They started to get that run building. They started to get that read. They were in this. It was looking like SEN were going to tip that scale. That start was excellent. And then the flank from something. We're in OT. Of course we are. Map 1, by the way. Just a reminder, if you're just tuning in, where have you been? But now I don't know where this goes. This is completely just, you know, OT is its own creature itself.
Sure, Zekken knocking on the door of 30 now.
Oh, he's had a
Having
belting
a beautiful map, yeah, and something really, really bubbling up the last few rounds. Sentinel's back on the defense now.
Hey, but TenZ has been no slouch either. Keep in mind, he's been getting a little warmer throughout this game. And the early glance towards that C site has drawn a massive response.
Zelsis back in.
Remember the fakes,
Good
Mike?
call, yeah, a trademark position here. PRX with 3 outside B, going to try and explore with the spy cam. So he can just leapfrog in. They get that trip down outside B. It was a late round piece. It's something here to try and destroy some of this utility and pull the rotation of SEN once again. Almost punished here. Zelsis, a little bit of damage, but no confirmation of anybody else here. And Sentinel still with 2 players over this side. It's only drawn John QT.
Yeah, there's still 2. TenZ being one of them. Zekken here, the heavy hitters, the big 2, the 1-2 punch, the Sentinels, and there they go, lining up the kill feed. You just don't want to face them right now. Monstrous hold from SEN.
Was that the 4th or 5th flawless we've seen so far? And they're in rounds where PRX absolutely run it down at Sentinels. They withstand these sort of executions time and time again. This kill is just outrageous from TenZ.
God damn. God damn. So good.
I mean, again, I guess the MO there from Sentinels is just stop rotating, because we saw it really, really punish them a few times
Right.
on the regulation half, but
No 4-1 stack here this time either, so another adjustment from PRX. We saw them struggle on this side a little more. What do they do with it now? SEN taking an air of caution. Rightly so, it's PRX on the other side. And that 3-play stack is walking John QT. Are you ready for what's around that corner? Deep flash. Notes him, but doesn't know where. That's going to call back all eyes. It's a fight in spawn once again. The round that nearly kept PRX alive. TenZ going to fight 1 second on the fob again. The headliners unable to stop succeeding. And now you look towards where they lean. Where do Sentinels take this?
just play Mind Freak in. They've got the paranoia to work with. Still 2 trips. Forsaken alive and kicking on B side, so the benefit of this utility is still here. How much of it gets removed here actually from Zekken?
The TP is obscene. He let it pass! Do not let Zekken pass! You've got to know better! The man lands a mechanical monster, and now it's just Devi to face the music. Map 1 on the line here. Sentinels looking large and in charge in OT. The Time singing their song. How much can he do here? Sasi, Zekken, John QT, Zelsis waiting for that pixel to show that player to swing. And it looks like Zelsis will be the first to spot it. The follow-up not gonna happen. Zekken wraps this map up in a bow. Beautiful performance.
Every single day he's looking more and more like the MVP, and with performances like that to kick off a best of 5. You've got to be so happy to have him on your team. 8 opening kills for him. Absolutely ridiculous.
Heroics from that man, and it was still OT. That says something. If you're having Zekken putting up 32 kills, 10s on 25, you had those 8 first bloods, all of the good stuff. What a map to start with. Don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin. In this series, I'm going to walk you through Attack on Pearl. Watch out for the stairs, clear this angle, you're going to be able to fight this.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Hey guys, I'm standing right now with Kaplan from Sentinels. Congratulations on that first map. You guys actually fought this roster just a few months ago, I believe. How different do they feel now?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, they're the same team identity they had back in December. They're a very scrappy, very aggressive, emotional team. They can throw us off. And I think against them, it's all about being unfazed. When you get punched, punch them back and just stay steady going, even when they do some stuff that could shake you. The big thing is that the last time we played them, it was a much smaller tournament, an off-season tournament. Now it's the losers finals of Masters Madrid. So it's just a test for the guys to have the same resolve despite the context. And I think they're doing a great job. They're getting there, and a BO5 is a really nice opportunity to work on that.
Definitely, and eager to see more of that action, so let's get back into the game.
Well, Sentinels, they get themselves on the board after map 1, but at what cost and how tough was it for them? I'm back here with Sideshow and Tom as we listen to this great tune.
It kind of reduces the seriousness of the moment.
The tension
It's like
cut.
such a tense map, and then it just cuts to the music.
Wait, was it tense or was it electric and silly? I mean,
I
that's
honestly thought you were going to say, was it tense or tens? I was about to leave.
No, of course not. I would never do that to you.
I would. So it was tens. Sometimes, Zekken most of the times, but yeah, did you guys expect it to be that close?
I think any time where you get PRX being that close to Sentinels, but Zekken puts up 32 kills, it's actually a good sign for PRX, especially considering you in particular and Kakuka were not feeling great about their chances on Lotus overall.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at the aim lab shoot around real quick, where we're checking in on Zekken. Tom, I mean, if he hadn't dropped 32 kills, you would think maybe the result would be a bit different.
But that's the thing. I feel like PRX expected him to be utterly cracked on the C side. They were even playing retake a lot of the time, just giving it up completely. But you even just look at that last round where he just explodes it to the site and just immediately kills a player who's waiting for him to be there. He had a truly unbelievable performance, and as you said, if it wasn't for him, they lost that map.
Yeah, remember that this is one of the players we're talking about as being potentially best in the world, but we're about to go into Ascent, and that's where Zekken tends to play Jet. This year, on maps where Sen play Jet instead of Raze, they are 1 and 7. So that is really low in terms of the win rate, but it's also because they haven't put as much time into Ascent, Icebox, Breeze. They've been their bans, apart from Ascent, which they've normally floated. So this is kind of in the middle of the map pool, but another opportunity for Zekken to show up.
Yeah, thankfully, 2 of them already gone. So
yes.
That's the one good thing, is that PRX kind of helped them out a little bit. It's also the map, though, that I feel like there's the best chance for PRX to truly be dominant. I think they've got a really kooky comp. It's one that they have a lot of set executes that's really sort of cool for them to play around. And also, although it's been something that's floated, it hasn't actually gone very well for Sentinels at all.
Yeah.
I mean, is this where we feel like maybe PRX can level even the playing field here after, especially what happened on map 1?
Yeah, definitely. I think their players look hot, right? The fragging that you're seeing coming out of them is really strong. They're finding good timings and putting pressure on Sen. On a map where Sen look a little weaker, where Zekken's not going to be giving you as much star power, I think his opping is
will.
Yeah, and something absolutely will. If you want to talk about the op head-to-head, something's got that every day of the week. That's the one part of Zekken's game that he's talked about trying to get up to speed at the same level. Whereas, you know, the Raze, he's just got like absolute best in world 10 out of 10 on basically any metric you could ask for.
Well, we heard from Coach Kaplan already. Let's see what Coach Alex had to say ahead of map 2.
Hey guys, I'm here now with Coach Alex of PRX. So that was a really tough map. We saw the boys struggling for the first few rounds, and then around round 4 or round 5, I believe, things started to turn around and they started to pick up momentum. So what do they usually need to hear? What needs to happen, or what changed there that got the ball rolling?
I think Sentinel started really strong, you know, flawless us twice. So that was a problem for our economy already. We paused just to calm down a little bit. I think I had a bit of a discussion with Jason, you know, just so that we could refine our approach, and I think, yeah, it worked for a while.
All right, well, let's see if they can find that approach again in map 2.
A little smile from Alex there. Yeah, maybe they're confident ahead of map 2.
It seemed like a wry smile to me. Like, yeah, I mean, we played well for a while, but we weren't able to close it out.
I mean, it was OT on a map that they weren't expected to win. But as we take a look at the agent select that's about to come up, Tom, talk me through this kooky comp that you were alluding to.
Well, they play a lot of agents that ultimately most other teams don't play. A Raze in itself is a little bit odd, but I do quite like the combinations they're able to bring out of that Fade and Gecko, make things a little bit more awkward for opponents. But the way that the Gekko's played, it's basically a second duelist anyway. The way that something's going to be roaming the map, causing problems with the operator, and other than that, it's not really too crazy over on the Sentinel side.
Yeah, SEN, they're playing a default comp. Everybody's strong on the roles that they're on, but it's not a map that they've put that much work into or found that much success. Look at it, 50% win rate on defense. That's actually not great for a SEN, and they've got to hold back the tide of PRX. That's going to be difficult, especially when ults start getting online.
Yeah, we haven't seen their ascent just yet in this tournament. They are already on the map, 1-0 up in the lower finals, but it's not over just yet. Here's Pansy and Hypok to take you guys through map 2.
Yeah, we've got a lot to be seeing here, Mike. I mean, map 1 was exceptional, right? OT off the very get-go. I don't think anyone is upset by that.
An appetizer, hopefully.
Truly. Don't, because then what if it goes terribly wrong now? What if it all...
I've spoken.
Yeah.
I've spoken now.
Yeah, you brought it into existence, but do you agree with the desk here? Is this an opportunity because of those adjusted roles, potentially with Sentinels? Where do you stand on this?
I mean, I still feel like this should lean in favor of PRX. I think they found success that's really going to reward them versus Sentinels, but the switch up here leans towards Sentinels, probably playing more towards a little bit of a retake approach. Just looking actually, setting up this, I mean, PRX are walking straight into this here. The contact found, Zelsis going to throw the flash out, but actually does find the kill. One yet will fall. Paranoia in response, but not found out yet. Another 2 classic kills for Zelsis.
Yeah, the guy knows what's up. Pistol arrow out there. And now, what do they do with this? The fight in middle continues. John QT already addressing the presence.
Down mid.
And Forsaken's in, well, a bit of a pickle, really, isn't he? What to do? He clears the first. Second needed to be clean. He gave it a damn good go there. But first will be found by Sen. And I wait with bated breath, Mike. This game feels like I'm not sure how this shakes down on this map.
The confident pistol round from Sentinels nonetheless. Yeah, at this one I'm convinced this classic does hit different.
Has he been, like, he's been trying to help us. He's been trying to help us the whole time.
See a couple of Sheriffs thrown in here for PRX. One's a Forsaken. Actually, Devi, yeah, thinking better of it.
Cover going out.
Only going to be the one to work with here. Ten's forced back early. Orb retrieved here for PRX. They might just try and throw caution to the wind here. Try and get themselves onto A side. Ten's with the opener here, though.
Yep, no threat to mid
struggling,
yet.
yeah, initially, but Flash coming through a little bit too late there.
Let's see if we can do any damage really for PRX. Doesn't look like it now, considering how the round started there. Right place for Sentinels. Good positioning, deeper smoke as well. They've got all they need. Even getting a plant's going to be very tricky considering the utility. You know, you're looking at the silver linings.
Yeah, they're walking late into the KJ setup here.
Yeah. John QT has been, I've got to say, such a
phenomenal
for this side. Yeah, really safe pair of hands. Very, very solid in what he does. Probably just going to get classicked here, but, you know, obviously cast a curse, but he has been very solid.
One enemy.
Okay.
Surgical precision.
Okay, come on, Zekken. Again, PRX did only have those pistols, looking for silver linings, and there were none to be found. This time around, though, they will come in with weaponry, Mike. This is the time where they could do some serious damage.
Another flawless to start off a map. Give Sentinels a cushion once again. See what happens here. I mean, the Guardian really the only threat here for Zekken, whether he's going to look to play aggressive here. Quite close to the Blade Storm already, only 3 away.
Where are they?
Spike not committed from PRX, so I think they're going to try and retrieve this orb, maybe.
Where are you?
Sniff out any aggression, but not going to come through. Nobody posting up close enough with these SMGs to really cause a threat. Wow, to say that, Flash comes through. Ten's nearly rewarded, but caught on the wall a little bit there. Mindfreak, got to be careful. The drone's coming through.
He's been spotted there. How telling would that be?
I mean, lucky, actually, the Zekken's not posted up with that.
Yeah.
Moment there where Mindfreak's seemingly not aware of the drone coming.
Getting all this attention towards A, but I'm just keeping my eye on that spike. When I see that start moving, then I start paying more attention. But something, I'm going to try and build control towards tree, at least kind of test what's on the other side, keep them present, try and disallow that rotation, but it is drawing in Zekken towards middle. He's going to hear all of this info going. That is probably the goer for John QT to hit the rotation button as well. PRX looking like that B-lean's coming in. It's going to be on Sassy on the site. John QT probably CT. And Zekken, depending on where he goes, probably market. The cross going to be made. Spike going to be heading through. Sassy, headshot not enough. The site is going to be there, so plant on the way.
Finally stabilizing now. PRX will find the plant. Only Mind Freak outside of this, though. A couple of players towards lane. Actually, a re-clearance towards mid from Sentinels. Looking to maybe just stack up for exits here, honestly.
Could do still got that paranoia on 10s as well. Could be nice to maybe catch a couple with that.
I mean, with where John QT's utility is, the turret and spawn, the alarm bot out towards Pizza here. There's still pressure coming through, though. Paranoia sent.
Yep. There's Mind Freak who's going to have to deal with what's coming. Zekken still sharp as ever. He's got a follow-up as well. They're trying to make a quick dash for it to get out of danger. 10's trying to turn up as well. Wait. Time.
It's past them.
Time's gone.
It's everybody falling except Monyet here.
Yeah, that's if they can exit with those weapons too, that's huge. That's 2 in hand. Do they get to keep them? No, Monyet can at least deny the weaponry that could have fallen into the hands, but it's cost PRX nearly everything.
Indeed, you'll see. I mean, light shield and a rifle available for a couple of members here, but utility going to suffer as a byproduct of that. Yeah, it looked like they were just going to stack up for exits, but as soon as this paranoia set up, what was that second kill?
One enemy remaining. Clutch.
Find something, I believe, inside the smoke with the headshot. Will give Zekken the Blade Storm. But Monyet also a couple of exit kills here will find the showstopper.
Zekken coming in, obviously feeling himself after map 1. It's time to start seeing what PRX can do. The purchase in the hand, we can see if 10s can get away with his life. No, he cannot. Monyet gonna put him away. Zekken gonna try and pick up the slack a little there. Spike en route, looking to be planted. They got themselves ready. Zekken trying to punish, stuck around as long as he could. Brought right back to the action, though they know he's close by, but can't do much to dissuade his positioning as it stands. And there's the swing, and there's the punish. This guy is just something else. Sassy clearing the back lines, and what a sweep, Mike.
Beautiful from Zekken, and Sassy somehow off screen finds 3 kills. I guess lined up in front of Jen here. A little bit of a head scratcher, but I mean that was with the free entry found from Monyet showstopper. I wasn't even here in front of Jen, no.
Oh wow. Early timeout, Mike. You spoke about it on map 1.
Not much of a lip reader, but I think I got that one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll tell you after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can mute your mic.
No, no, yeah.
No.
We can pick up later. Yeah, early timeout for PRX, and again, maybe an indicator of these sorts of timeouts where Alex is hearing something or feeling as if they've got a total misread on the situation.
Yeah.
And wants to keep that in check early on.
So I think a lot of people, if you're looking at the map, Paul would have said SEN is one that it's not terrible for SEN. You know, it's not going to be something that's instantly back your mind, but it's certainly not a strong point.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not when you go brilliant. You know, it's the split of there. You know, or maybe even Suns. It's not like that. It's not into that I guess cusp. So this was a decent opportunity for PRX.
And I know Josh was hitting this quite hard on the desk. Obviously 1 and 7 on maps that you know Sentinels played Jet on. This is the start he won from Zekken.
Yeah.
If this is one of the ones that you know you struggle with the Jet composition, if he's starting 9 and 1,
not bad.
You are gleaming.
Yeah, I'll be a bit screwed going forward, but I mean Monyet doing quite nicely on the other side too. 5-3, not exactly as much of a highlight in that regard, but not exactly absent either. Devi and Mind Freak get to really warm into this one. It's not been a good start for PRX, but timeout comes in. See if they get their heads in the game here. Sentinels playing in Zekken again. They are trying to prop this man up, and rightly so. The paranoia being considered to be sent down. Be Monyet on the receiving end.
Monyet missing the jump, whether or not he was considering the double satchel over the top there. Forsaken. And something trying to find some space on shore, but Sentinel's looking to re-clear here, or proactively clear, I should say.
Oh,
something
what?
with the clothesline!
What is that? Monyet, and Monyet dives in! PRX, the second you think they're out of it, they're back in, but Sussy trying to slow down the pace a little. Carve out some control. Hunter's Fury instantly invested. Trying to do some serious damage. Devi gonna fall. Recovered weapons in hand though, and the plan to boot. What can Sussy and John QT do? Thrash back underway. Struggling on the steps, doesn't have legs. It's tricky.
One enemy remaining.
But it's Forsaken to find John QT. Oh, mind freaking nasty with it! Oh, dearie me. PRX, this team, born entertainers.
It's in their blood, Lauren.
Look at this.
Just,
And
I mean, hitting kind of like Zekken's classic, to be honest. Just full sprinting. A MasterCard thrifty hit from PRX. a hint of emotion, just a hint. Yes, that was the plan all along.
I need a gif of that. I need that just like small little smile just happens. But can they repeat it? Wait, Tens? Where are we going, Tens? Oh my word! For a second, did you forget who he is? Tens with 2. Massive impact through middle. And oh, Zekken just wants back. The second that they've got to buy, I swear, this just goes completely up in the air. Game is ridiculous. Divine Mind Freak just walking through the ruins of this round. Like, what the hell just happened?
2v5 now. There's going to be any sort of recovery in this round. Sentinels not giving too much away. Zelsis just playing spoiler almost here. Slowing down Mind Freak's progress.
Yeah, Sentinels are...
Yeah, they don't want to give anything away. Look at the minimap here.
Very disciplined. And again, considering how volatile the last couple of rounds have been, I think just finding stability is key.
A breather.
Yeah.
For Sentinels.
Can't let you fill off the gas too far though, because there is still...
I mean, yeah, Paranoia, 2 snake bites to work with.
30 seconds left.
Make something
and
of it.
a good QT's position by the fact that utilities turning off and on.
Can they do anything? 20 seconds, the smoke drops, Devi's lost.
Thought the previous round, right, let's take mid away from them. Don't even let them creep on us.
And when you have players like your Tens, like your Zekkens, play them in. Operator out. From the get-go, it still feels so weird, you know what I mean? You're looking at it.
But it's good for it.
It absolutely is. It weirdly works. I don't doubt it in his hands. But is it the solution? Is it the cure for their problems?
Cover going out.
Ten's looking to get interested again, this time from short, trying to play in Zekken. Not going to happen here, something's got to be cautious. There's layers to it. Noting another, but does Ten's now swing? The flash is there. Ten's deciding to back away, probably rightly so. It wasn't just one in middle, there was 3.
Shadows traveling.
One yet. Potential to cause some issues from main here as well. Retrieve the orb and almost bait Sen out a little bit because these Elsa's and Tens looking for the clearance, but elsewhere Mind Freak finds an opener. Sassy will fall. John QT next on the chopping block. Kept in check by the utility.
Mind Freak? Oh, just heading straight towards CT.
I mean, with PRX you can never doubt things like that, but he comes back, dude, that's a kill on Tens!
He does that instead! Screw CT, I'm going market. I'm going to take the fight. And it works so perfectly. And still with that middle control, and look at this positioning from Monyet. The backline threat. Doesn't quite get what he wants from John QT.
Found them.
Something's closing in here.
Alarm bot down.
See the scope. That's a prized possession in hand too, you don't be losing that. He's got threats from all sides. It's like a tower defense game at the end, but he does eventually fall. PRX find their way back in. That success, yes, in middle it started, but again, it was that pick towards B that opened up the gates.
Very, very patient from something. You can see Sentinel's toying with the idea of a flash play out, but with no mid player there, and kind of the emphasis towards short, there's so many angles for PRX to hold. And when you're already noting an operator on the other side of one of those angles, it's just not tangible or feasible to do so. And the trade back and forth continues in terms of the round timeline.
Looking at the paranoia, looking at the knife, this could be a goer. Do they actually try and turn on this one? It does look like Zekken wants in. Has to finally respect it on the other side. Monyet willing to challenge.
A reflash.
And they're actually going back in. Divide going to put down Zelsis. Zekken trying to toy with them, trying to draw them into a fight, but they're not having any of it. Why would they? 10's not getting played either here. Zekken, though, isolating Divide. And now they're in problems. Monyet has to give away the game, really, here. Has
Justice
to fall
back
away.
up. They actually get the res. Somehow.
How the hell did they get the res under that?
Somehow Sentinels come out of that, resing and Devi falling.
Yeah, you're this round. What's happening
Bizarre.
this round?
Mindfreak figuring out where all the utils on B, though.
Spike's on the way. But does that reveal anything? No. John QT still unnoted here. They'll know he's nearby.
But I was going to say, there's a pit here to close off CT. That's a real concern now.
Right there.
All right, something. Show us what you got here. You are on guard duty. You got to somehow hold him back. CT not looking like the viable option. Wingman, I think, 10% in there.
As I say, the poison orb goes up, and now Monyet can send the showstopper inside the Viper's pit.
He goes for it. Again, it's still something waiting. They're getting close towards the stairs. He's isolated one. Mindfreak found Zekken. Spam towards CT, and it's connecting. Sentinel's not getting the play, and a great read from Monyet. Predicting Zelsis on the playback through. Did he see him then? He sees him now. Finding Zelsis, trying to allow safe passage out, but Sarsi's position noted. They can escape CT or anywhere else they fancy.
Forsaken's running him down.
They're hunting him down.
Silence.
Gonna think better of doing any more of that, potentially. Got a bit of cash to play with, but not that much anymore.
Next one, don't expect something to really be the one to chase this down. Mindfreak, 2,600 in the bank, and does win out.
Yeah. And
the skin of his teeth, 17 HP.
But Mike, the start of that round, I just feel like that was the most topsy-turvy outcome.
Yeah,
and
like
then
I said,
it went PRX's way.
Sentinels somehow come out on top of this. I mean, Zekken finds his skill onto Divide. It's just really, really bizarre to see that exchange, but that whole time, Mindfreak is creeping closer and closer.
Yeah.
So it looks like PRX are willing to stack up and fight for A main. And maybe Sentinels are thinking there's going to be one splitting short here, two splitting short, so we have to be conscious of this. So they give up a little bit of space. I mean, they didn't actually note Sassy's utility on the other side of the map either. Right. I imagine if he had the Odin, he was looking to spam through B main. After that, Mindfreak catches the time, he can come through, clear that utility very comfortably. And like I said, no challenge coming back through from John QT. When the pit's available, they're going to lock off one of these lanes back into sight.
You're right. And this is feeling like it's got echoes of map 1 now, seeing this is early timeouts from both sides. PRX with the first, it gave them a new lease of life. They're back in the game now, 4 apiece, tied up all square. SEN just about pumping the brakes themselves, deciding we've got to get a grip back on this game. They found something that works. The cure to their woes, 2 consecutive rounds was enough that Sentinels thought, let's slow it down a bit here, let's have a conversation.
I mean, finally, the 1-for-1 back and forth.
Finally broke.
Yes, as we enter round 9. The TP for Divide, the only ultimate on the entire board.
Rinse and repeat, but this time it's something here.
Feeling a little more invested here from PRX, to be honest, and it being the operator on the other side. But there's still 2 here to fight it with the paranoia.
Here we go. Gonna get caught. Oh dear.
How did that reveal ping so late?
Do you know what? Love to watch that one back. 10s can't get the round back. Mindfreak was already watching for it. The gates are open on A. This has been a mistake and a half towards that A site. Something going wrong. That reveal just completely annihilating the plan. Show us a replay of that start there, Mike, because
it comes so late on as well.
Absolutely.
And there's no paranoia. I'm not sure how many the knife has tagged, but it's really, he gets caught on the wall as well, and then Zelsis is out in Narnia, effectively.
Yeah.
But yeah, whether or not the trap is dependent on the knife or some sort of contact there. Because Zekken's kind of half in, Zelsis, like I said, is out in the middle of nowhere.
Once that initial domino fell, it was, as expected. And look what it's done to Sentinels, though. The money's left in nowhere. They've tripled down on this, and again, an outplay. PRX are reading this. They've started to really get a grip. This round isn't so much of a big deal considering the purchase. It will take the scoreline further away from Sentinels, But still, again, PRX showing some real viability of dealing with this A presence, that pressure towards main. Tens, you got some magic for me here. Not quite on the second. When it's him, I'll always give it a second of doubt, but as it stands, it's 4 players alive. PRX, plant on the way. Really only Sassy. Then he saw the threat. Little bro still getting cheers.
Not many today, though.
No, not the same.
It's playing for the defuse in the second half. Yeah, just a Sheriff in the hands of Sassy to work back into this. So QT will fall. Now feels like a bit of a formality here. Sassy can find a consolation. No, Forsaken. You keep 4 alive here for PRX as they find their 6th. Starting to hit a groove now, 4 without a response from Sentinels.
Are we going to see those last 2 rounds come in from Sen? So
another miracle comeback and a half to tie things up.
Hey, if I get more of map 1, you know what I mean? I'm fine with it. If you get
Give me another
again,
6-6.
Yeah.
Give me another 6-6.
Yeah. No, I'm down. I'm absolutely down. Now, I want to see the adjustment, because it looks like PRX have such a strong read.
I mean, Sentinels have basically given up this
They can't play it
paranoia play yet. Maybe a flash over the top, though, from Zelsis. Let's see where he's positioned.
Okay, is that going to do the trick?
This looks like a pacey hit here with the snake bites.
Okay, but I wouldn't... Does Zelsis get to keep his life? There's a lot of question marks about this one. The Paranoia Sen, they're trying to stall this out. The Hunter's Fury gonna connect. That's Divide gone down. That's an issue. Smoke's now depleted. Zekken gonna find the punish on towards short, and Ten's getting curious, going for a walk, and they have no idea Tens is there! The small adjustment making a massive hit for Sen. And maybe looking like we're on for another 6-6.
Spoken into existence. I mean, the Hunter's Fury, we see so many examples of just how devastating it is on these fast A hits. If you don't get out of main, Hunter's Fury can do so much damage. Unfortunately, here with the utility invested so quickly, it feels like PRX are a little offbeat, behind the curve almost. I mean, the mosh pit lands in front of door. I'm not even sure who takes first contact here on the side of Sen, but with that utility coming out, you think PRX are going to explode.
Oh!
Well, just like Mind Freak here.
Left in tatters.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Gonna see the ult coming out from something. Gonna clear through short. Who's behind it? Looks like Monyet be the one to backfill this and dive on forward. Takes up, is noted by the knife, but I don't they know the progression until now. John QT's
secure this. Still 60 seconds left for Divine Forsaken. I mean, opportunity here to TP in and steal the spike from under their noses. And that's going to be...
And TP across, taking no risk.
I mean, a ton of time left to work with, but you almost want Divide to really bail out of that and TP on the other side of the map. Give them some sort of hope at converting the spike retrieval into a plant. Because John QT's already got ahead of this now. Still got his full utility set up.
They're going to know that the utility's online, so they're going to know that he's back, but the ult that could be pretty useful. I guess it's going to be the signal of how close John QT is. Does get caught by it, will respect it. This should be game on. And plant on. 13 seconds. And look at the position. Look at the position of Forsaken. This is a risk, but it could be worth it. But there is still utility in middle. If John QT falls...
He got pinged.
This is so dangerous. Divine needs to live here. He's got to play this so perfectly. Exactly that. So if John QT falls, it's game on. Maybe Forsaken finds something, but the turn of attention's going to be now. The penny's dropped. He's lost it. He couldn't do any more. Trying to make a worldly play, but Divine output in the hardest of situations. A 1v3. Not going to happen. It's all like map 1, 6-6.
Another recovery here from Sentinels to close things out. A tied half when they're staring down the barrel of an 8-4. Mind Freak unfortunately caught off guard here. Monyet just on a PRX mission.
Yeah, something
with a shorty.
A little wild. But still, 6-6. What a fantastic start here in this second map. Can't wait for more, but for now, I do believe we can check in with the vertical stream.
Another 6-6 half. I am here joined by a very special crowd. We have Chrissy, Zoe, GB, and Fitinho here. Guys, I've heard that you're doing some vertical stream. How is the experience going here?
Oh, it's a long experience, obviously, because we're vertical. The games have been fantastic. Like, it's been incredible. The crowd is amazing. The games are amazing. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. Alex, I've heard you've been doing some casting as well.
I've been doing some casting. First thing I want to say, Hola Madrid! That's right, baby! Make some noise! Love it!
Chrissy, what about you?
It's been a blast. It's very casual. We have kind of watch party vibes, so we've been having a lot of fun the entire time, and we have a lot of amazing guests that are popping in and out all of the time, so we've been having so much fun.
Podemos aquí hacer una invasión, Fitinho, ya a ti te lo pregunto en español directamente. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás viviendo esta experiencia y cómo estás viendo sobre todo a los equipos que vemos?
A ver, está muy guay, sobre todo el anterior mapa ha estado súper ajustado y las rondas han sido súper caóticas y ver el público tipo celebrándolo y tal es la hostia. Sobre todo desde aquí arriba es como, no sé, se escucha como el triplo, el cuádruple, es una barbaridad.
Y hay muchísima gente, muchísimas gracias a todos por venir. Esperamos que estéis disfrutando. I was just asking him how, what he thinks about the experience. He thinks that being here is amazing, that the crowd is insane. So keep it up. I want to know, guys, who do you have your money on?
Oh, Gen G all the way from day one.
Oh, but for today.
For today.
Dude, she's so Gen G pilled, she's still thinking about the final.
Sentinels, I want to see Sentinels. I want to see the rematch.
Ooh, but do you think it's going to be a 3-0, or do you give PRX some maps?
I think it's going to be 3-0.
Big Alex?
I'm going 3-1 Sentinels.
Chrissy?
I'm going 3-2 PRX.
Okay, Kitty, what's the breakdown?
3-2 Sentinels.
Okay, we love that. We're going to toss it back to the casters because this map needs an end.
Hi, Mike.
What's up, GB? How's it going?
Oh, look at that.
When does the audio come back in? Have I just said that and he's not even listening?
Yeah, literally, he's just like that without the headset. But no, great to check in with everyone here. I think all of you at home as well hopefully can pick up on this. The atmosphere in here is absolutely wild. People really heating up to this game, and rightly so. It's been a cracker so far. Close first map, second already looking good. PRX keeping this within touching distance. Sentinels getting back up to 6. Finding those solutions late, somewhat like map 1. Does it follow that path again? SEN now on the attack, PRX on the defense.
Big gap left open here by PRX towards 8. It's only Monyet really shouldering 3. Smoke will confirm the knife, the second layer to this, and that will call the rotation in motion.
This Monyet is
very early, actually, sorry, a very late drone to come through and clear short here, and Monyet punished on the back of it.
Caught something too. So good information flying back in here. Monyet down could be an issue.
They know everything's coming from heaven now.
Getting ready with a high flash, trying to counter the Dizzy. Coming on in, buying a couple of seconds, and it does. Zels is now going to get that classic ready to go. Not going to be able to get to use it this time. Forsaken the one to break back in. They've cleared 10s. Hold on, they're clearing the site. Zekken, how much can one man do? Not enough. It's on John QT. He's got to clutch up, and they line up. Another 1v1. How much can one man do? That's how much. John QT. Sheer impact alone has been off the charts.
The pistol round protocols continue to excel for Sentinels. I love this delay investment of the drone here to really, really take that space away, even more so from PRX. And the pinch through to mid as well. It's that second layer, the security in this execution. No stone left unturned.
Every time I hear that Red Bull noise now, I'm just going to think of John QT's face. That's it. That's it. I'm just going to see it.
John QT clutch.
Honestly. I don't know if he's got the funds for the sponsorship,
wow.
But he might need to get some. Like, you know. Again, this round, Sheriff's not going to find any purchase really with it. A little bit of resistance, but not quite enough to really dissuade SEN. Pathing straight towards the A site. That's where Mindfreak waits. Something. Not going to get much play into this either. I don't know what Mindfreak can do from here, though. That's not bad.
Spike down.
Want to show you something special, Mindfreak? You want to? Nah, not this round. He's chilling. Not quite flawless.
Yeah, previously,
good.
I mean, I can't remember now, but the round 2s have been flawless.
Yeah, they have been.
To get Sentinels a very comfortable cushion to kick things off. 21-8. I come back to that same thing earlier. This is the performance you want from Zekken.
Yes, you do.
On the weaker side of the Sentinels map pool.
And that's scary,
with
isn't
these
it?
compositions, yeah.
You might have thought you had a window coming into a map when he's not on, that raise, when he's, a little out of, let's say, his full comfort role, which is ridiculous. He is arguably one of the best in the world.
I mean, coming back swinging from what felt like a rough day in the last series they played, well, rough end, sorry.
Yes.
The series was very uncharacteristic. It's been all gas, no brakes for him so far here in Madrid.
Right there.
And a re-hit going to come through. Monyet needs to be... Yeah, that's not good enough. Getting so invested, he wanted to find the information, wanted to take that space, but going to be punished.
Look at the spacing behind it, though.
There was
on the rifle round.
A mistake made there for him. He's going to be kicking himself because that's an upgrade to hand as well. That's going to be brought right on through. And something getting curious in middle. See, John QT's position is perfect. They are ready on every single lane. The PRX want to play in. Sentinels looking like they almost have like a wall hack in this. Like they have read them so damn well. Sassy clears Defy.
Well, here comes the Flawless. It's just Forsaken left on 1v5. Like I said, it was missing in round 2, but Sentinels looking to find one regardless.
Spike planted.
John QT, you can see as well very early on, PRX identify that he's going to be in these sorts of positions, but Sentinel's so well equipped to bolster this formation. Well, Flawless is out the window now.
I'll find you.
Can't believe we've done this to us.
No more.
Relax a little.
I mean, they've got good funds behind this.
They're laughing, right? They've had everything they want, and just those individual fights. So desperate to trade back that first, but once it's set in motion, I don't know what really you can do at that point.
Forsaken will have to let this one pass him by. We'll find another one here, but 9-6. PRX tapped out financially here. Yeah, just a little bizarre. I mean, even the second swing here from Mindfreak, it's individuals trying to catch timings. There's no double swing onto an angle.
Oh.
Not sure what page of the strap book that's from.
No, probably quite deep in, I'd imagine.
Is that scrap for mid?
That could be.
Yeah.
That could be.
Triddle play.
The classic Triddle
Classic
look.
Triddle.
Shit, they're good.
Okay, PRX, you got to get a little something going here, because that very faint heartbeat that he came in with is starting to get quieter. This buy is rotten as well. Forsaken, yes, the rifle, but the rest, it's got to be on his back, really, to make something happen. But they seem so prepared, so aware of the possibility. Ten's waiting for anyone to go try and find some information in middle. Does he spot Forsaken? Oh, Tens!
With the ego shout. It's beautifully done.
Here.
Just for a second, you can kind of forget it's 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You think, oh, it's, well, Zekan's having a big game, all good. And then you just occasionally get a Tens moment like that. Oh, Zekan, okay, no, he's got a spotlight back on him. All good, all good. Also noted the player in market there. The plant looking unfazed. I don't think there's going to be much to challenge. This round wasn't really going to be the highlight one. Managed to get that rifle, I think, off the body of Forsaken, so that's still in play, but what else can they achieve with this? Monyet, yes, a little bit deeper in, but...
Decent util, but a 3v5 nonetheless. The Sentinels looking to play very active here in this mid
look
coming through.
He's so clean with it.
Finds Mindfreak. You got to feel like that seals the deal on this round. Monyet will find a consolation.
Does he get out? Oh, caught in the heels. Devi looking to do some damage. Oh, poor John QT was dead,
The double headshot. Double digits found. Unfortunately, with this cleaner start from Sentinels in the second half, that 6-6 quickly becomes so concerning.
And
Sentinels now, another buy round. You're on 11. You have to give that up because the finances aren't there.
Correct.
We had investment in the previous. Yes, the loss bonus will come into effect, but it doesn't bail you out of this sort of position.
No.
And it's been pretty clinical from Sentinels in the second half so far. PRX a breather here because this is the one you really want to see them make a stand. But just look at the funds.
Yeah, look at the run.
I mean, Sentinels, already it's 7K, 5K, 7K. Stacked up. One off the lockdown. The Blade Storm, the TP, and the null command. I mean, even here, this is absolutely devastating to be facing off against this, and you must win by round.
Yeah, it's
Forsaken's one away, sure, but it's...
Is that enough?
It doesn't stop the tsunami that's possible with these ultimates being available. I mean, John QT just needs to retrieve an orb. The null command can get Sentinels access towards the site, and I mean, even if you have the lockdown on the post plant,
there's so many options.
Yeah.
Looking like almost insurmountable odds, but we know that PRX can somehow go around them. There is chance. It's just this has not gone the way they wanted. Maybe thinking they had a chance against a weaker Sentinels when Zekken not on his comfort, but look at him now, 23-8. Heartbreak for PRX here, not getting any play.
Right there.
Towards the end of this game. Little set piece to start with, so if they can catch anyone here. No steps heard. No chance to bring into effect. Zekken, not noted either, gets played in.
Still finds it.
Still gonna catch something.
I mean, the time is just a little bit off there with the Prowler as well. Zekken's allowed to reset.
I'll find you.
Oh, does Forsaken go fact-finding?
Another bite.
He is. And this is looking like it's a trap waiting there, shouldered. He's got to be careful.
There.
Does he get away? Gonna pop the ult? Are they gonna just go off this? I think they are. There is another player on the side, but look at that! Sassy's caught him. Do they know about Mon yet? They absolutely don't. There's still a chance. Can he hold this together? Can one man deny the entirety of Sentinels?
Oh my God!
No, is Zekken doing that to him? Devastating play. Just on the warpath. Sentinels gonna get another here, surely. Mindfreak is already backing a little here. Given no avenue forward. Doors shut. CT is not in their control. Utility on the T-side approach. He's just got to drift away and face the fact that SEN will be at 11 rounds.
And Mindfreak, the one with 1,100 credits, you really don't want him to lose this rifle.
And play hide and seek.
And with the trap play set up in the previous as well, a lot of this utility has been burnt up, so that repurchase is going to look even more uncomfortable. I'm not sure how much got invested, but Sassy creeping closer and closer
This,
here.
Mike. He's clearing everything. Sassy's just cleared wine. Oh. Round wing, go away. Okay, all good. No one else
Saving
close.
grace.
Yeah, and that's the most positive element of that last round. The fact they got to keep a rifle. Sentinels have looked so dominant here. This is scary for the map pool. This changes
I thought actually got caught on the utility here, but I think Zekken just swings as it ends at this second kill. It's just,
yeah.
I mean, it looks outrageous from the other end.
Yeah,
but,
it did.
I mean, that makes it even worse then. Zekken plays the timing perfectly here to catch something to open that round up. On yet. Doesn't catch Celsius.
Revealing area.
Actually, that should just be the green light for Sentinels to hit B here, yeah.
So much util, so much seen.
Has to anchor.
Good luck.
He's committed as well.
Going to spot a couple players here. They're going to know there's at least two towards CT early. Ult going to come through, TP taken. Dizzy's going to be sent. Zekken's still alive and breathing, but got to move. Can't make it worth it this time. Going to get pinned down. Something with the punish, but there's the answer right back. Tens and John QT in unison. Still a problem on the site, though. Can Tens get out? He's got his TP. He's been caught. Monyet with a critical kill. Going to send the showstopper down. Paint shell to follow, but it's the spike being left there. They're going to invest the lockdown. They're trying to fight for that spike and get it in hand. Execution. John QT on the drive-by. They're trying to stand and fight, but they can't deal with John QT. Monyet falls. And Sentinels post 12.
You peel back the layers and Sentinels still look comfortable. In some disastrous scenarios, the flash play here to catch the backside of this lockdown. Like you said, execution style. It's just beautiful to watch.
One enemy remaining.
Mindfreak, he said initially, looked like he was gonna have to solo anchor this. Another round, no response here from PRX in the second half. Last purchase doesn't look pretty. Some ultimates to work with, but Sentinels.
Where the?
I don't know, but Monyet's 33 HP already.
Yeah, and again, so much shown early on. They're just going to continue this warpath straight towards the A site.
Mindfreak has to dump everything at the front door to try and slow things down, but it does nothing.
No. floodgates are open, Mike. That plant's coming in. I don't know what can stop it now. Jens, what are you up to there? Thinking about something, but decides against it.
Flash in maybe from Zelsis, but he's got no flashes left.
It's a fight on 3 fronts here. CT, you got Tree, and you got the T side of it, but there's so much going on now.
TP it out.
TP away, Forsaken swings the site, and now here comes the crunch. Where's Tens gone is the big question. Forsaken still fighting.
He's re-wrapping
Still
main.
trying to do it. This is going to be on Tens. You've got to see Sussy buy time. He's got to try and play this fight. Oh, he plays it so well, and they have no idea about Tens. Now it's his time to shine. 13, SEN, clean map 2.
A photo finish here, clinical from Tens.
He's the chosen one for a reason, baby.
The second coming of Tens. Beautiful stuff. And a dominant second half performance here from Sentinels.
What a showing. You thought this was a weakness. You thought this was your big chance. Not yet. And now on the horizon, Mike. Split. Horrifying prospect. This is now an uphill battle, and I want to watch it all.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Life hands you bad lemons, try and make lemonade. Easy on the sugar cane, switch it to agave. Gave it all I had left, I can't do agape. My conditions written out, take it up a God. Hey, you can pay me for my time though, and it all on the high note. I don't like to say goodbye, found out I'm probably Irish. Dig down, feeling down, hold a smile like it's all good. Seeking answers, all I found is you can't tell me what's good. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's. If everybody jump right now with the world crack, feel the bang in your head like it's whiplash. Can you feel that? All this back and forth to be free. But you can't tell me what's good for me. If everybody jump right now with the world crack, feel the bang in your head like it's whiplash. Can you feel that? All this back and forth to be free. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good. Everybody moving scared, don't know what the answer is. Told myself I say the word, speaking like a prophet did. Shit just feel like stranger things, upside down and overwhelmed. Chaos just to set you free, chaos just to set you free. Deep down, still in doubt. it's all good. Seeking answers, all I found is you. Look, man, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing either. All I know, I'm doing what's right for me. That might not be right for you. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good. If everybody jump right now with the world crack. Feel the bang in your head like it's whiplash. Can you feel that? All this back and forth to be free. Cause you can't tell me what's good for me. If everybody jump right now with the world crack. Feel the bang in your head like it's whiplash. Can you feel that? All this back and forth to be free.
That was a fantastic second half of Ascent for Sentinels. They lead 2-0 in this best of 5. I'm your host, Yingsu, and I'm back here with Sideshow and Tom Biz. Now, can anybody stop Zekken? I don't think they can.
No, they can't.
No.
Do you have any further questions, Your Honor?
No, that's it. Should we just jump into map
back into the game?
Yeah. I want to watch more of Zekken. It's just too good.
It's unbelievable what he's doing. There are spots where his team perfectly sets him up, it's a great strat, yada, yada, yada. But you expect him to get like 1, maybe 2, and then he runs around and he's just murdering everybody.
He is 14-4 versus Munyet right now. The duelist diff is off the charts.
Dude.
He's destroying everyone.
He's got 200 ADR over the first 2 maps. He's averaging 340 ACS. He's plus 31. I don't care about the numbers, but you just look at what he's doing as well. He's winning so many duels that from the PRX side, it's just got to be flattening.
Yeah, I mean, it's all Tekken. Yeah, it's all Tekken right now because here is TenZ in our Verizon high-speed moment. And this is a really cool set play from them right after they lost a round as well.
Yeah, there's the flash, there's the recon, TenZ TPs inside the smoke, sets up, dominates the first one because he's there so fast, and gets the second off the back of the recon. And actually, SEN were doing a lot of these early round aggressive plays. Not all of them worked, but it was something I think that they pulled from the game where Gen G beat PRX by doing a lot of plays like this where they turned up the tempo. And that was straight from the Pacific Finals. They've done their homework.
I think a lot of PRX utility on that attack as well really works once you get into the execution. So if you just deny them any of that initial space, you can basically disrupt them. And then when they go onto their own attack, it's pretty quick from then on out.
Yeah, I mean, every half that we've seen has been close, apart from the one you just watched, where SEN did not drop a round.
Yeah, that was crazy. The thing is, for PRX, history could be destined to repeat itself. They've never won a global best of 5 ever before. But on the other side, though, for Sentinels, they were there for the first Masters, where they made it all the way to the Grand Finals. They won it. And do we feel like maybe something is in the air to push them to another Grand Finals for the first time in a very long time?
Something's in the ground. That's what we've been seeing right now. It is brutal. No, this is looking like a completely revitalized Sentinels. And honestly, obviously, I think Gen G play a completely different game, but if you're getting Zekken and TenZ like this, compare them to the series versus Gen G, and we might actually have a game in the final. I'm kind of already looking there, though, because right now, PRX are dead.
It's a little bit of recency bias in my head because we've just seen such a dominant half. But the problem is, even apart from that, SEN was still edging them out on the previous map. It does feel like SEN are going to another final. It does feel like TenZ, revitalized on a new role, is going to have an opportunity to grasp another trophy or at least fight for one. And what a position that we're in to have so many players that were there before and here now.
He's back, baby. He's back. He's definitely back. I think the reason you guys are kind of a bit down in the dumps about PRX is because map 3 is split. It had to be split of all maps. This is where we all unanimously said that maybe they have close to 0 chance.
I want full whimsy. I want it to come out. I want them to go back to the triple duelists. I want them to go crazy. I want them to play full PRX because I think if they play the sort of more standardized version of the comp they brought out, I don't think they win.
And I think the problem is too, the win condition in my head for PRX was that they play fast and they get into good positions, which I think they have done generally across 3 halves that we've watched, but then the players are better than those on SEN. That you have like a limp day from TenZ and Zekken as you did with Gen G.
Give me Yoru.
Now it's going to be the same thing coming out again from PRX. And I really feel like this point is absolutely crucial. Zekken cannot be the best player in the server. He just can't if they want any chance of winning.
They have switched it up though. They have switched. It's the players. The comp is the same, but Monyet's going back onto the Raze, which Forsaken had taken off in. The Sky now goes onto Forsaken as well. Device switched it up onto the Viper. They have gone with different people on the composition, so it is another change, which
great catch.
I think I don't mind it necessarily. The problem is Forsaken in pretty much all their split games has been the win condition. Sure, he's still going to be aggressive on the Sky. Let's not be foolish. He's not going to sit passive, but a lot of it was down to the movement abilities he had. He was able to get super aggressive on Raze. His Yoru was basically him just TPing into corners and wrecking people. He can't do that anymore on the Sky.
Well, it's a change indeed. This is it though. Sentinels, they are one map away from another grand finals. It's time to hand it over to your casters, Pansy and Hypok, to see if they can bring it home.
Deep breaths now, PRX. Last time we saw them at those big international events, it was the last dance. Now this could be their last chance. Map 3, and Mike, it's split.
Has the loss versus Gen G knocked the confidence of SEN enough? I mean, can PRX reproduce what their Pacific partners in crime did versus Sentinels? The questions coming in, the comp change up, well, I say the role change up at least. Definitely a question mark here. Not PRX can find any sort of comfort now. A little bit of a mix-up. Sentinels, though, kicking things off on the attacking side. Stack actually inside Mail here to maybe greet this presence from Sentinels. Trade-off of utility, the Poison Orb goes up. Sentinels thinking better of it.
Readdressing B main, taking a wander. They'll put it all into the lap of Mindfreak. He still has that paranoia. Could stall them if necessary. And he's looking like he's getting it ready. Backing away. Yeah, there's the burst on site. Got to respect it for now. You're looking for the support to come through from Heaven, and it's not really taking any time. They've done it quickly, springboarding straight in. Zelsis doing well, and you're right, they've denied the palm, but already Monyet with the trade out here. Zelsis is going to get it back, and we're down to a 3v3 on both sides. Sassy! Mindfreak was right there. You're not going to get out with a spike, but luckily Zelsis with a quick grab and a run.
John QT's already in spawn, though. Look at this. Ready to cut off this rotation.
God. Surely they have no idea. Do they even consider? Forsaken was having a look. It's like he's checking for this. Maybe the lack of presence. Maybe considering it's John QT, they're thinking, where the hell's this guy gone? They found him now, but can he buy enough time? Can he keep him safe? Zelsis, potentially. I'm looking towards Mindfreak as he's pathing towards Heaven. He's going to hear this, surely. How does
15 seconds.
Why do I feel like there's something going to go on here? Forsaken has found John QT. Zelsis put down by Mindfreak. PRX get the first, but what a chaotic start there.
So active across the map.
Absolutely, a race.
Sassy, yeah, Sassy unfortunately caught on the way back out trying to retrieve the spike. The flood comes through so quickly that Sentinels just don't have a window of opportunity to try and find this plant. See Monyet getting right up in the faces of Sentinels.
It's a good start, they needed that. Feeling like they were really under the weight of Sentinels after map 2 especially. That big run they went on, getting around here is huge. Could unlock a couple more rounds to get behind for themselves here. Maybe put that reminder of that Gen G matchup in Sentinels' minds. For now though, we look at what's in front of us. A mistake for Monyet, that's... You can see the pressures here, Mike. This is the difference. Again, play that round back a different occasion. He's not making that mistake, but here we are.
Only an SMG to go across, though. What can Tens do with it?
The Paranoia's landed. Devi's got to be careful now. Potentially a gap closer there. Mindfreak could get caught off. PRX, though, doing well. Stabilizing. Got to control what's on the side. Devi's got to be cautious. 6 HP, and that was the counter swing then coming in. Forsaken there, ready to pick up the reins. Zekken. Classic's good. I don't think it's all... Oh my God. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. Almost got scared. Something's
2 headshots there.
Yep. Accuracy buff.
But 2-0 regardless for PRX.
It's huge for them. That's huge for them, Mike.
Yeah, a slight fumble at the start here. Luckily, doesn't amount to anything, I guess, slowed down.
Did you get that one too?
Yeah. Like I said, we'll touch base later.
Yeah. I think the desk might even do a segment on it.
Yeah. Get the subtitles.
Yes, please.
The lip reading challenge with Alex.
Dangerous game. Now, can they do something with this though? Let's look. PRX coming in with the Outlaw odds and ends, but right side, right place, SEN on the way. Rifles here, counter play down towards ramp. They want to take back that pressure. Monyet with a fantastic pickup. Divine doubles down. PRX starting to ignite here. They've got themselves into a 4v2. Zelsis and John QT have nowhere to go as well. Look at the flank position coming out from Mindfreak. This is fantastic.
Yeah, John QT going to get caught. It's just Zelsis left to try and recover this. Forsaken's low as well. Chance to play back in here. Now 1v2.
Oh, dearie me. And he's not
He went
seen
as here for the
Mindfreak.
flank, yeah.
So he'll start thinking, where the hell's this guy at? He's read it so well! Zelsis, are you serious? After all that work, is this how it happens? And with 53 seconds, he's got time to play with.
19 bullets left though. Hit in the back pocket.
Something
Chance,
on the run.
Yeah. A chance here to get the spike down cleanly because something's not moving too quickly just yet.
There it is.
Spread awkward, but
something's diving in.
Very good coverage.
Look at his positioning. Surely does Zelsis consider this? He does! Nothing can stop him! You would have said every day of the week PRX would have that round until Zelsis had a word.
Flips the script on PRX. A Red Bull clutch here. And what felt disastrous for Sentinels to start things off. Again, even here, PRX do everything right to kick this round off. Then, again, the protocols just slip through their fingers a little bit. Forsaken, isolated as the second layer of that setup on ramp. And a perfect read on the flank. Even baits him in, a little spray into the wall to pull Mindfreak closer.
There.
Again, that was, I guess, the bonus if you wanted to look at it that way as well. So, that's a bigger issue though. Sassy finding something early on removes a huge piece away from the hand they were playing.
I'm out of stuff.
Sentinel's able to comfortably reset behind it as well.
Is this red? Very PRX approach to readdress the extremity, and the trade out may not be enough unless Forsaken over delivers. All right, that's.
Flash doesn't catch though.
Okay, so Tens has crept towards Pillar. Zelsis the next here. Forsaken's got a fair fight and he wins it. Tens goes down, and with 45 HP he's got support. But Zelsis isolates him again. He's all alone and he's surrounded. There's no safety to fall back to. As Sassy really coming in key this round.
Clear all this space out. Devi unnoted, but only a Spectre in hand. One Snakebite to work with as well, but a 1v3 nonetheless.
Gorgeous.
Wow, the upgrade's
gorgeous. He's expecting the flank.
He's looking for John QT now. John QT's already created so much pressure previously. Has to re-clear this space. Time to do it, yes, but allow Sentinels to set up in a very, very comfortable position. Spy cam should be indicative now of John QT's repositions Elsis.
Very nice.
Again, the one to seal the deal. Sentinels tie things up to a piece.
Game's done and warm up here. The problem is with PRX to their money. Not great, and losing out that early on something is that's going to sting a little bit there. Still made close. Not close enough. Zelsis up to 8 in this game. Very early impact from him. Doing wonders. On the other side, Forsaken. Rather nicely for himself, but the purchase Mike is missing.
Seeker's available for Sentinels, but that's all there is. One off the neural theft. Zekken, decent progress already. The other side, Seekers for Forsaken.
There.
Sentinels now. We're going to read this correctly. A gap in mid. Clearing all this space once again. Sassy actually finds it with the Trailblazer. Something with a response onto Tens though.
Okay.
Can he get out of this?
Oh my god.
They're running him down.
Oh my god. Sassy wants him so dead. Finally catching him in the heels. And looking at the site though, there's still a player to clear. That's going to be Divide.
There. Satchel out.
Is he going to be able to find much impact here? Zekken already going to take. Oh. Did he spot something? He definitely spotted something.
I think it was just a spam in. Regardless, Divide will fall. Mindfreak responds once again.
2v3. Okay, Zekken maybe overdoing it a little there. Maybe unnecessary to take that fight on CT.
HP is going to be tricky for PRX though.
Spotting one on the site, but that plays in John QT. Does Forsaken get a chance at this? He does. He knows that Sassy is on the site, down by Pillar. What can Forsaken do? Toying with time. You can see the readjust from Sassy.
Did he spot him?
I don't think he did. Forsaken has no idea. Sassy again. More impact from the man. Good work there. But PRX, considering the purchase, still dangerous.
Early response found here from Sentinels. I was curious of actually where that kill came through. I mean, Monyet just caught up. Something trying to backstab this play up mid. Sentinels, no fear to chase that kill down though. Don't let any threat develop in these rounds. Bladestorm online now for something. One away from the showstopper for Monyet. Maybe an exploration outside A. I mean, how much do PRX invest to really dislodge John QT from this position? He's commanding so much of PRX.
You can see the adjustment already from Forsaken as well, looking towards middle. John QT is such a nuisance of a player to deal with. And the 3-play stack in middle. Going to be working its way up. Again, displacing Forsaken. Has to respect it. Doesn't want to be taking isolated fights. Posting up Zekken into the corner here.
Slow burn here for Sentinels in round 6. PRX finally now looking to explore the map. Paranoia through B main, orb retrieved, but here's the crunch in the ropes here. Devi actually gets both of them.
Yeah, and that's the spike. Left loose, Tens with a quick collection, and considering what he wants to do, Monyet catching off Zels as they try to make progress towards B. The spike is back in hand though. Tens yet to really make his mark in this map. John QT by his side. And the map is treacherous. PRX have good control across it. Yeah, beautiful from Mindfreak. Tens now. 1v5. First. Found. No damage taken. Forsaken indeed low. Gonna drop down. Trying to toy with it. He's come back. He's got it. He's waiting for Monyet to swing. A second earlier, he'd have had a fight on that.
Yeah, only 10 seconds left. He had to try and make a move here. 3 survive for PRX. There'll be 3 ultimates on their backs as well. Timing a little off here from Sassy and Zekken. Paranoia in response, but doesn't result in a kill for Sentinels. See those ultimates we were talking about previously. Showstopper, Bladestorm, and the Pit in hand now for PRX. Sentinels have a couple. The TP and the Neural Theft not as impactful, but the Showstopper in the hands of Zekken. Curious what the adjustment will be here, if any, from Sentinels. Maybe try and capitalize a little early on John QT's presence and pressure that he's creating.
Yeah.
So, I mean, previously, there's 3 members of PRX there trying to dig him out of that spot, and it's burning up a flash from Forsaken.
Certainly a lot to check in on now. Considering that if you look at the way this round actually hit, it's the first round that they've got back. It was 3 on the trot for SEN. And the second it slips away, pause. We're back in. Ults to work with, but not. I'm looking at what they go financially here as well for SEN. Maybe just going to spread the wealth a little, just even out the economy, which looks exactly to be the case. But I see Bucky with Zekken, so...
Well.
And I did see a sign for Sliggy as well, so I mean...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've seen Judges, Sliggies, and Buckies, so maybe it'll make something of it.
The crowd will get what they want here, at least with the Bucky.
There we go.
I hate that he's reintroducing this weapon.
Yeah, no, it's back. It's back.
And he finds value with it as well.
Does. Like, look at what he did on Lotus. It's so good.
Problem here, because there's 2 isolated individuals on the side of PRX.
Yeah, this
Monyet respecting this now.
Ooh. Okay. Not having the chance to close in on this yet. Long rotation. Paranoia not going to find purchase. And neither does the ult on the other side. Monyet did invest his as well.
Back-to-back roses. Yep.
Yep.
Hate to come up. apply a little further pressure onto Zekken, but Mindfreak getting curious.
Oh, Mindfreak, this is so dangerous. Against this sort of buyer, rifle falling into that. They had no idea about Tens. Tens gets played in. That's one. Monyet on the run as well. He doesn't want to get too close. The standard punch comes down. Sentinels making this dangerous. And now Tens with a rifle. Sussy on the site. It's a 2v2. Something takes a glance and he takes a bullet. Forsaken dives in. Perfect shot on Sussy. But Tens for 1v2. Not today. PRX weather the storm.
Utility just not connecting for Sentinels here. Paranoia gets sent through. PRX wise to it. The awareness that maybe there's going to be a little pop through into heaven. And outside of that though, Mindfreak almost catching 2 players with utility in hand. It's not a deep enough clearance onto Tens, but PRX find their 4th nonetheless. The response is here. The purchase comes back from Sentinels. Pitch shut down mid. Sentinels have looked to explore this consistently so far.
We've seen that 1-3-1 run, not every single round, but Mindfreak again. This is so dangerous, but I mean it's PRX, right? A little bit of danger. Smoke gonna go in. Indicative that he's holding this angle, but there's so many bodies here. Mike, he's still taking the fight. Does he live? He does!
That's ridiculous.
How is he breathing? Paranoia sent just to slow it down to give him a bit of safety. They weren't even that close, but he gets away.
The problem is it tends to fall as well, so it's only the utility really of Zelsys that can help them out in this situation, but it's invested elsewhere. Sentinels, regardless, force their way in. Zelsys actually finds an opener. Brings it to a 4v4. The heal comes through from Sassy as well.
So it looks like the plant... No, the pop flash turned not well enough by Zekken, but he gets a second chance of that. Forsaken went for Zelsys. Zekken healed back up, goes again! Zekken is absolutely ripping him apart this round.
30 seconds left.
Has he got any more? Yes, he does! Zekken! What is this guy made of, Mike?
The re-challenge here from Something is just so far ahead of Divide. The Trailblazer comes through, clears some space down on ground level at least, but I think spotted here. Zekken doesn't get it, but Sassy the one to close things out.
Zekken's just been so solid. 4-4. I just feel like there's still no stability in this match yet. In this map
no, definitely not. I mean, there's a couple of really, really weird scenarios created across here, but I mean, Forsaken comes out solo. Something, again, after Mindfreak,
Weird spacing on that, it felt.
And where PRX find their success is in these very, very well-coordinated floods where you know, they can overwhelm one person when the spike's being planted.
2 judges. Oh no, yep.
Good.
Good. I mentioned Sliggy and now there's more. Oh, Tens. Tens, don't go there. Oh, there was nowhere to go anyway. Divide couldn't find him, PRX.
Divide walks right up onto the wall here to find this.
I mean, I don't know what you read from that as well. The fact it's Tens, not John QT. Like, what do you extrapolate from that information? And again, look at Monyet's positioning on the other side of the map.
B-Main is on lockdown.
They've given up middle, so they've known what space they've given up. They've taken this fight towards Ramp. Now they reveal that judge. Oh, it's perfect. Something denies all access. Ramp is off limits. Get out of here. You can have middle. We got the spike. We got Ramp. What can Zekken and Zelsys do?
That was filthy.
Yeah, okay. Okay!
Don't give him space to work.
Please!
It's now a 2v3.
Okay, Divide. What a great bit of timing to recheck on that. Got a little dicey, but Zelsys, if you got it in you. A 1v3, spike not to hand, 30 seconds, Mindfreak behind you? Surely not, right? Surely not. He's being given no play. He's being given no opportunities. And there it is, Mindfreak on the catch. But that investment, that adjustment, Mike, that was wild.
Also Something finding everything he needed.
Hell yeah.
On Ramp.
It was just devious work, wasn't it? They held this close to the chest.
Tens gets isolated from this initial play. I guess the flash catches on Ramp and there's a moment that they hesitate, reconsider the approach, and then he's split ahead of these Viper Walls. Nobody else from Sentinels really able to provide much support. It's actually Sentinels to blow both timeouts here in the first half.
It's a little scary to me that it leaves you very open, right? There's a chance that it could really get dangerous, but Sen has so many ults to work with, financially in a little bit of a tricky spot, but interesting to see what they go for. It looks like they're having a discussion as well, coaching-wise, as to what the plan is moving forward. But PRX clawing this game back in. They're not done yet. Map 2 was a little more one-sided than I'm sure they would have wanted, but it is what it is. But here they are keeping within touching distance. Sen unable to set tempo or pace or draw too much away. It could be potentially on for another 6-6. It doesn't seem impossible.
I mean, Sentinels this year sitting at about 70% defensive win rate. So I guess the approach maybe here is to play towards damage control and really look to stretch their legs on the second half of this. And it's where we've credited time and time again the protocols, the retake success. It's where their strength lies here, but PRX a one-round lead as we enter round 10.
This is scaring me because I'm seeing 3 players here from PRX. I'm seeing the entirety of Sentinels here. Ults galore. This could be bloody. Buying what they can, missing a couple of pieces, but have those. That was still a headshot, but it was sharp from something. Plays in Forsaken, and he's got so many targets, he can only get one, but it swings out from the rest. Perfect work from PRX, well positioned, ready, willing, and able.
Read into this perfectly here. And just to say, maybe Sentinels are playing towards damage control here in the first half. You're really preying on the 6-6 here. PRX give themselves an advantage. I mean, leaning potentially towards an 8-4 here. We've talked about the other tie halves.
Ooh, frustration shown. That's the first time I've seen that.
Coming out of a timeout, maybe.
Yeah.
If what's discussed wasn't executed correctly here, or maybe just, I mean, instance of the stars aligning for PRX. 3 in the right place at the right time.
Didn't invest any of those ults though, so able to depend on those if they get the opportunity here. Again, you're looking at Monyet. His judge, I don't think got revealed in this position, so they didn't quite get the grip on this. So there's still a surprise here.
Looking to be a nuisance. Actually gives up a little bit of space towards main.
There.
It's a little curious.
Here we go. Burst potential, Monyet. That's a prize that they didn't know. Oh, what? Second tries to do some serious damage for Devi. Mind Freaker there. They're holding on to this round, but then they think, where is John QT? Where is Tens? Where have they gone? Oh my God, Tens gonna take down Devi. Now Divide and Conquer, Forsaken from above. And they know that last player alive is John QT. Turn around, look to your back. Where is this man lurking? And Forsaken's got the read right. He's waiting for it, but he doesn't get to keep his life. And now another challenger though. Something steps up. Scary! But he faces his fears and comes out on top. PRX tipping the scales this time.
Last round before the
Chance here for Sentinels. Purchase still available. Only the showstopper invested previously. The crowd now
want it.
feeling like they want to get behind PRX once again. A breath of fresh air in what's been rough to watch so far since Lotus.
It's been a suffocating series
It
for both
seems like
sides.
a lifetime ago.
Don't let me down now, yeah?
Operator out for something. Ults on both sides. This round, critical. Early investment is from Devi towards middle, locking off one of, well, Sentinel's favorite avenues of approach this series so far. Up middle, 3 players, and he's just going to post up Monyet in there.
I'm curious what Sentinels learned the last time about this setup. Was Monyet obviously tucked inside as well, still with that judge. Still looking to be a nuisance.
Why not? Worked well. She's there. It's a little bit cautious on that.
But we'll note 2 members of Sentinels at least over on this side of the map. Seekers invested behind this as well.
That's a rotation though. Something's on the run. It wasn't all 3. That's enough to pull a rotation here. They want to try and back up.
I mean, Tens has a TP as well, so you don't really want to see PRX over-rotate here. There is a bit of a gap with only Forsaken, I guess, shouldering from screens.
Zelsis is really trying to sell this though.
And it's information denial as well. The pit will cut off sightlines, but PRX are reading this to perfection.
Monyet is sitting close, he's on the way. Keep your eyes towards Forsaken, he has to do something big here, and the timing might be right. They don't predict it! He can only bring down one, and now there's problems. Monyet on the side, gonna spot out second! Brings him down to the ground! Back to earth! There's PRX heating up here. With 15 seconds, Zelsis has to just face the music. He can only do so much. 8-4, Mike. What a turnaround of form.
Feels like this last round, the Sentinels don't have the confidence to really execute ahead of this. Like I said, there's a previous example of carbon copy of this round. And there was a window of opportunity, Lauren.
There was.
They just didn't have solid confirmation behind it. And an 8-4 half here for PRX on Split.
I can't believe what we're seeing. This series is looking so good. This half looking exceptional, but a treat for you now with Uli.
Hello to everyone following us around the world. We are here on Madrid enjoying every single match, and we hope you're enjoying the matches as much as this incredible Madrid crowd is doing. Let me show you how they're cheering. Amigos, gente de Madrid, vamos a demostrarle al mundo entero cómo se anima solo aquí en España. A ver, quiero un poquito de ruido por Sentinels. ¿Quién anima Sentinels? Vale. Y a ver, los demás necesitan apoyo ahora. Quiero ruido por PRX. Sin lugar a dudas, tenemos un público increíble, inigualable, como en Madrid, como en España, ninguno. Y ahora quiero que todo el mundo empiece a calentar las manos. ¡Calentad las manos! Os quiero preparar para una ola. Vais a arrancar como siempre desde la izquierda. Preparaos, 3, 2, 1, ¡arriba! ¡Vamos! ¡Que siga esa ola, que siga esa ola, que siga esa ola! ¡Que vuelva! ¡Arriba de nuevo! ¡Que vuelva! ¡Os quiero activos y calientes porque esto es un auténtico partidazo! Y por último, estos jugadores que están aquí se merecen el cariño de España. Así que preparad todos las demás manos. Vamos a aplaudir todos juntos, poco a poco. Amigos, nos vamos. Here we go. We leave you with the concert.
Oh, you love
Truly a national treasure.
Honestly,
what a joy.
If you've not heard of that man before, check out the Spanish streams, check out EMEA, because he is a godsend. Gets the people going, but so does this match. Let's dive back in. 8-4. The funky music still going on. Hopefully that turns up pretty soon. There we go.
For the
yeah. Little tense now, guys. Let's, focus back up. Because PRX are in the lead. And every single half so far has been as close as it could be. This is the first time they have a full advantage
real gap,
on Split.
Said SEN do excel on this half. Will this be enough? PRX looking to replicate Gen G's success, as said earlier. Could that have been enough of a confidence knock to Sentinels? John QT should spot out this info early enough here. I mean, poised for a retake setup here. Trip removed though, so no kill on the way in for John QT. No damage to come through. The plant will be uncontested. It'll be a full 5v5 here.
Mind Freak just going to try and keep himself safe for now. But the flood begins. Sentinel steps on the site. Monyet the first to find something with a follow-up. They are handling this incredibly well. Divide and conquer. PRX keeping Sentinels at range. Tense has fallen. This is looking like a strong lead here. Sasi is only 8 HP. Looking like 9 is inevitable on the board, and it is PRX kicking off the second half. The first.
Reaching double digits, you've got to argue, pretty likely here in the second half.
Take us the distance. Come on.
And a punch to the gut of Sentinels once again here on Split. they dig deep. Not going to see the round 2 force this time around. Obviously, favouring that on the attack when they do find the plant, but here, want to play towards this first buy round.
Look at the stack. If PRX continue along this trajectory, they're walking into a lot of players.
Yeah, it looks like PRX want to go head first into this.
It might be head first for Halos at this point. Paint Shell could be nice. The flash is there, but it's stalled. It's stalled them out well enough that they feel there's something wrong. Yeah, they are spamming for their lives' sake. There was enough of a red flag that waved. They've decided shift away for now. Let's see if we can reset this stack.
It's fake steps away here. Cut sound. Sentinels, I mean, have to roll the dice here. Spin the wheel almost, yeah. The massive over-rotation from them. PRX now will drift back in towards B site. Another uncontested plant for them. It'll be double digits beckoning here. Even just the classics in hand, maximizing here as well. Getting the orb in B main for Monjet. Probably going to give him the plant as well.
There we go.
Can Sentinels get anything done here? I mean, with this scoreline, really even just two kills, and you're happy coming away from this. Anything to slow this early momentum.
Here we go. Second leads the way, but he will be melted by Forsaken. Yeah, this is clean. This is good. Monjet is fired up. He's chasing it down. No survivors.
This is a showstopper for him. He's off now.
He's absolutely on it. Perfect. There it is, Monjet. We'll be happy with that one. PRX. Tick in the box. Double digits made. So this might have been the last chance, but maybe they open up an avenue here. This could be their way back into the series.
Buy round comes in. Obviously, the advantage leans towards Sentinels here. Rifle in the hands of something, though. Mindfreak still on that Bulldog. But it's the showstopper. The red flag here for Sentinels to have to try and overcome. Well, not PRX can find some value off it, and I'm worried if they try and contest it. Monjet's going to satchel in.
He's off.
He's found the timing.
Oh, he's got one. It looked like Tens was dead as well, but he lived.
10 HP.
I mean, here's the chosen one. The boy who lived with 10. But how much can one man do with that sort of HP? There is no heals on the way, but Zekin's got his back from up on heaven, taking away something in Divide, and they can't quite close down. Tens! Still living, still thriving. Forsaken will find him, but it gives away the game, and Zekin is there. Sentinels still in this.
3 rifles maintained. So a decent footing here to build upon this round 3 success. Monjet, I mean, it's very unlucky not to find both of them on the way in. PRX not looking like they want to slow down at all here in the second half. 10-5 now. Rifles in hand across the board. PRX switches things up now, going to test John QT's hold.
They got room to test, Mike. They got rounds to test with.
Yeah.
Can't let it get too far, because John QT, I've got to say, I've enjoyed his work specifically on this map. Backbone of holding this site. For now, going to find 2 early. Something and Forsaken both go down right off the rip. So they need someone to over-deliver here. They need a bailout, be it Mindfreak, be it Monjet, be it Divide. It doesn't really matter, but they need someone. And look at the discipline from Sentinels. Instantly sitting back towards CT.
Absolutely. See now, Divide removing this trip. That's an indicator for Monjet in future rounds. He's got a couple of high trips to try and overcome.
Does he get played, Mindfreak here? Oh, second. Okay, Monjet did get the trade there.
It looked like he had an angle on that.
Yeah, and they've got time, and all the rotations are coming to this site. They could dip through vents if they fancy it. They don't know this, obviously. Oh, God, Monjet! This guy is so sharp, making something out of this round. And he's drawn the attention from CT. He's trying to play in his teammate Divide.
He's got his nade back as well.
Trying to help out, and he's got them a plan here. Divide does get noted. The paranoia does not land. And Monjet! What a moment for him! Can he get the pin? Yes, he can!
What an outrageous round from Monjet. He's back on another showstopper. He's one off.
Blink and you miss it. monstrous moment from Monyet. The man to step in with big shoes to fill, and that is exactly what he did this round.
Played to perfection as well.
God tier.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, throws himself in the line of fire. And relishes the moment. Sentinels held on 5. That previous loss, 13-5 to Gen G. Will it repeat once again? Sentinels, gaps in his purchase. Zekken does have the showstopper, but only a pistol here. Early exploration outside B main, but already 10's rotating off.
Got to see that fight.
Oh, Sassy catches a ton of damage.
I was about to say, I want to see almost a very composed Monyet after that round, because it's very easy to overheat. You just get that ace, you're feeling pumped up.
Yeah.
Just run, you know, overdo
Especially
it
in a team like PRX where everyone's calling something.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see him just kind of keep that cool, not overheat here. And it looks like they're kind of leaving him to his own devices towards middle potentially. Yeah, just let him off the leash. Look at him. Just takes the one-to-one challenge. And now they can't over-rotate. They still have to be considering there's still that threat through towards heaven, but it is going to be that A-take. John QT, do you have a miracle for me now? Not looking likely. Zekken punished. John QT, it's labored and it's traded. Divide doing really well. 10's the only one really healthy in this. Does he get the shut down towards Divide? Yes, he does. He's on the side. The spike gets dropped, but with 20 seconds, Sassy has to put in some serious damage. Not going to happen. It's 12.
Another 3K from Monyet. He's everywhere, Lauren.
Omnipresent. Can't escape the guy. The beating heart of PRX right now. The man who had to step in for one of the most explosive players, one of the most loved players. And he's turning up when they needed him most.
The guy that also says, I don't really want to play Raze.
And he's doing this.
I don't really want to do it, but if I have to.
He's outdoing Zekken. On split. He's on 23-9. Game on. It's looking like we got a series, and Monyet is on the hunt. Picking up where he left off. Another victim found. This is a lifetime performance for him here. And that is the first pick with still 1 minute and 24. Nice response. 10's shuts down the lurk on the other side of the map. The Seekers go through, and there's the counter burst! He's been found, but the burst through on main's already come in. B-site is lost. Do they continue on this path? Something looking for the fight, but he has to get away.
Spike's out, though. They're out B main. There's a bit of a gap here. Something, if he can do any damage, find a kill, maybe. Just can't pin it down, but Mindfreak finds a response.
Oh, Mindfreak keeps going. It's all on John QT. Can he keep him alive in this map, or are PRX taking us the distance? They are! Never down! Never down! PRX smash Sentinels on split. Sunset's up next.
Wild scenes here, Lauren.
Unbelievable.
And history repeats itself. Well,
yes, it does.
Recent history, at least.
Woo.
What a confidence booster to take Split away in this best of 5. And what feels like a slightly front-loaded veto.
Yeah.
For Sentinels to turn it here. Wow.
Unbelievable scenes. This is going to be a finals to remember. Do not miss how this ends, because we are going the distance.
If I could write you a song, just ready.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of us?
Oh, no problem.
Thanks.
Yes, problem. You need Verizon. Trade in that old thing and get a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics. So many selfies.
A preposterous amount of panos!
That means panoramic. And as many portraits of me as your heart desires.
How about none?
None, yeah, none feels right.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro and iPad and Apple Watch SE all on us. Only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.